We are trying to sort out a problem of divisive elections leading to a divided country. How do you sort out divisive elections leading to a divided country? By running a divisive referendum that will end up with a divided country. Isn't it a zero-sum game? It is entirely a zero-sum game, because if you are trying to treat divisive elections and a divided country, and then you are running a divisive referendum that will end up with a divided country, what are you achieving? And what is the whole of this hurry for? And are we really genuine? Are we serious? Do we really mean well for the country? Or are we running this divisive referendum to achieve a different outcome? And let me say this. It is now, unfortunately, very clear that there are people who want a divisive referendum, and us versus them, a yes-no referendum, not because they are interested in what will come out of this document, but they are running this divisive agenda because of political reasons targeted at 2022, so that we can have sides, we can have this group and that group. And I want to ask Kenyans not to participate in this divisive agenda. Let us have a situation where we can sit down, build consensus, and move the country together if we are genuinely interested in a united country. Because it is very clear to us now that anybody with an alternative view, anybody who has views that can improve the document, is now being told, go to no. Why do you want to force people to go to no when we can all be united through consensus and build one united country? Na maneno ambaye tunasema is to ask our friends who are driving the BBI train. They are telling us that the religious leaders, the county assemblies, the county governments, leadership of the pastoralists, leadership of the pastors, and all other Kenyans who have views to enrich the BBI document, they are telling us they have no time because they had a whole 2 years to bring their views. I am asking them respectfully that the document we have, which has taken us 2 years, has so many gaps and is so controversial that unless you accommodate the views of the various stakeholders, we will end up with a lose-lose outcome. Those who will attempt to pass this document will end up with a bad constitution. And those who want to enrich this document will have lost an opportunity to enrich the document so that we can end up with a better document. And if you are saying that these people had a whole 2 years to bring their views, why did you end up with a very controversial document with so many gaps after a whole 2 years of working on it? It means there was something that did not add up, and the work that was done was not entirely correct or was not entirely professional. So there is an opportunity for us to improve on the presentation and on the recommendations so that we can end up with a win-win outcome instead of a lose-lose outcome. As we talk today, COVID-19 is ravaging the country. There are hardly any beds, ICU beds, available in the country. We have many people who are dying unreported in rural areas. There are so many people who cannot afford to go to hospital, and yet we are focused in politics instead of being focused on the health crisis that faces our country. It is important for us as a country, and I am urging leaders across Kenya today, for once, for all of us to be united so that we can face the real risk and challenge that face our country in the corona pandemic. We need to harness, mobilize every resource, material, financial, human, to stop the coronavirus from destroying our livelihoods, our businesses, and killing our people. It is very important for us to focus in that direction.
On the issue of the BBI, we share your misgivings about several issues, because some of these things were just written by a few people, and I don't know what is the interest, why they are refusing for it to be opened up to the public. And maybe the changes we are requesting as pastoralists, as MCAs, as governors. Why, if this is a constitution for the people of Kenya, why should it be just restricted to few people? We are not against it, but let us open it up. Let us make the necessary amendment. Otherwise, we are reading mischief. We are reading mischief in this document. Because why should it be too hard for us even to change a comma?
Ile maneno inaendelea saa hizi ya BBI. The Constitution of Kenya belongs, Article 1 says that the Constitution of the sovereign power of the Constitution belongs to the people. And here it is, some few cartels are saying that the changing of this Constitution is going to be within the vicinity only and not accommodating the ideas of everybody in this country. And they want the same Constitution to be used by the same people whom it belongs to. So I think that one is a very wrong perception. It is good that we have a discussion, and this discussion should be that everybody should be involved. Everybody, whether it is the border man, whether it is the Mamamboga there, their ideas should be inculcated in the change of this Constitution so that they can be well represented. The other one is we want a development on the grassroots. We don't want people who want to say that the dynasties only should benefit in this place. People are looking for positions for themselves and not looking at the interests of the common man on the ground there.
On the issue of BBI, it has to address many things, Your Excellency. It has to address historical injustices. It has to address marginalization. It has to address revenue sharing. It has to address extrajudicial killings, Wagala massacre, things that taxes the people of Wajir, Your Excellency. I know you stood with us when we needed you, Your Excellency. Revenue sharing. And Your Excellency, the BBI is a way of bringing what was discussed, what we have rejected in the Senate they are bringing it from the back door. So, Your Excellency, this is the time you are supposed to stand with us. When you will need us, we will stand with you.
We, the leadership of this, of Wajir County, when you see the majority leader here, the minority leader here, the whips, the entire elected members of the county assembly, you know where Wajir is going to be. We know that there are few national leaders from Wajir who have said some few issues about BBI and Sabot and what. But I will assure you that should not scare you. Where somebody has been a lion yesterday or the day before, or alikuwa mtu ya hivi, sisi tunasema we are energetic grassroots leaders who are ready to support you on the issue of BBI. if what you have told them will not be taken care of. Because I know when you were talking, I was there myself personally, and I know what you said. You talked for everybody. And if they will not consider that, we are not going to be with them.
Kama unavyoona viongozi wote ni kutoka assembly. Na unajua vile mambo ya assembly inafanyika. Ukitaka kupitisha bili yote, hiyo BBI inasemekana kama haijafuatilia maagizo unasema, hiyo assembly iko locked for you. Kwa hivyo hakuna mahali itafika. Mimi natoka Elas constituency. Yule Mungwana pia anatoka kule. Mwenzangu pia anatoka kule Elas. So tuko na 3 elected MCAs from Elas constituency. Tuko mmoja tu ndo hajakuja. Kwa hivyo kuona watu wengine wanasema tuna support BBI, watu wa mashinani ndio hapa wako. BBI na mambo yake haijatufikia sisi.
On the issue of the BBI, I know there are a lot of issues for us, particularly from the Assals. I know you have realized a number of our members of parliament have already gone into that Volkswagen, but for ourselves, we are yet to go into that fold. We'll make the decision at the right time and the right decision for the people of Wajir. And I am sure it will be at the county assembly that document has to go through, not the National Assembly first. So ourselves, we are just waiting. If the contentious issues